Kim Gidley, thanks for taking the time. You went to Florida, as our men's team did, and a couple matches down there. Florida International first. We'll get to Navy in a second.
Yeah, they're a nationally ranked program. They're really strong. Gave us an opportunity to compete against the strongest team on the schedule all year long, as well as individually. They had a team that was 44 in the country, and the match was 4-3 with them right there before it was halted. So we wanted to get that tough competition, and we've really upped our schedule, and that was a great opportunity.
I know your team captain, Sidney Fitch, has talked about wanting to have tougher opponents. They certainly had it there. And then you go into college match day against Navy. Just tell me about the atmosphere and just how wonderful it is.
Well, it's the USTA did a phenomenal job. Coach O helped arrange the flyover, which was pretty unbelievable, and they came by twice. And so just to have an opportunity to play in that venue for our school, that's a small school, even though we're at the Division I level, was really unique, and everyone from the USTA was just outdid themselves.
Yeah, for sure. You take on Navy, and when we talked to Coach O, he even mentioned it. Both of these matches were 2-2 with the last three matches on the court, and everything's in those hands. Just talk to me about, nail bite. I mean, how do you not have more gray hair?
Well, I have a full head already, so that's the reason why I don't have it anymore. But the reason is that it's a service academy, and everybody knows what that's out. And I think we came out there and we just played killer doubles. We dominated 1 through 3, and I think because maybe we dominated so quickly, I think they kind of took them for granted a little bit. Came out, but you can't ever do that. But in the singles, so proud of our effort. Courtney Swift, my goodness gracious, to be a senior, to win in the doubles, that was by far the best match I've seen her play in the singles. She just played every point, and the girl was just, really dominating at times. And Courtney just boom, boom, every point right back at her, and to win in straight sets. That was exciting. But, the other matches, we had 1 through 3 in 3 sets. And, Sidney Fitch and Isabella Flodine, they were both down a set in match points. Sidney was down 2 match points and was able to push it to the third set. Izzy was down a match point, able to push it to the third set. And so I think that shows the quality of fight of what you would expect in a service academy match. I think we had the timing. If, at number 2 singles, we had opportunities to be up a set in 3-0. That kind of would help put some momentum. But we lost 3-3 all games in that set, and it just didn't go our way there, and it wasn't a lack of a fight or effort. We just weren't able to convert for either their great play or we made an error. And same thing at 6 singles. Our freshman, Ariana Van Halen, she was there, and she was up a set, and if she converts in straight sets, it just puts a different pressure level on them. But the fight from our players, which, again, that's what you want to see. And I would never expect an easy match. If we win big, it's just because we played that great every point, but no point would be easy. And that's what Courtney Swift, there was no easy point. Even though she won, she was just so mentally focused. It was really neat to see.
Talk to me about the difference, though. You've played most of your matches at altitude. This is, down at sea level, and the ball reacts differently. Maybe it's in play a little longer. Matches last a little longer. But your team didn't seem to be affected by that.
We had some things where we could have used the wind better. I think we did a good adjustment with sea level. We'd driven down to Pueblo a couple times to go 2,000 feet lower. We practiced with dead balls. So we did things, I think, that helped with that adjustment. I really think the thing that could have helped us just a little bit more is just how we used the wind. And if you haven't been playing matches in the wind, so we got one opportunity at sea level, but when you're indoors, there's nothing. The wind is a great equalizer, and it's very different. I think if we play that match indoors, even at sea level, it's a different match. So but that's how it is, and that's what we had, and you go from there. But I think they did the best they could to adjust from it. But I think as we go through the season, as we get outdoors a lot more, we're going to have a lot more of those opportunities, and we saw that same thing last year. Yes, this is just one weekend of matches, but we want to win every time we step out there. Whether it's a service academy, whether it's a national ranked team, whether it's a conference opponent, we want to win and we want to do a great job.
All right, Kim Gidley, thanks for the time, and I know you got a week off, but we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.
Go Blue.